Council budget work session for Tuesday, August 17th. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If we can all rise for Pledge Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Doing roll call, all council members are present. Any public comment at this time? No public comment. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Make a motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt the agenda by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Mr. Becker, and your budget work session items, you go right ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. So given the time, I'm going to do my best to be brief, and also understanding that all of this is part of a 20-year plan. These are not wild changes that we've made from prior year, or the year before that, or the year before that. So I'm gonna breeze through this, and if at any time, feel free to stop me. If what I've presented here doesn't seem to be sufficient detail for any of you, please contact me. I would love to spend hours talking about this with anybody, so please do that. Very quickly, general fund capital budget summary. This is Fund 920. We've got a few items on this. Most of the stuff has been here the entire time that we've had this schedule. The additions that we have voting equipment in 2022. We have a new city hall vehicle that we're going to add in 2022. Some of the squad vehicles that we had planned to bring over here are going to stay with PD for some time. We've added the building official vehicle in 2027. Now that we actually have a building official, we'll need to start scheduling for that replacement. We're going to add 2 cubicles in 2022. The squad vehicle, the Tahoe for Chief Myers, we've added that to the schedule to re-up in the future. That was paid for with COVID money. We've got some non-lethal de-escalation tools that we've queued up for 2036, and the initial purchase will be out of Fund, what was that, Fund 226? Am I remembering that right? Your, what is it? Not the confiscate, forfeiture fund. That's the word I'm looking for. We've got skid steer tracks that we've added to the 2022 schedule. A smart TV for a smart TV. We're not going crazy on that one, $500 maybe, but for the ICC, we've got Rum River Meadows concrete edging that we've added. A Kubota mower that we'll add in 2030. That's projected at a population of 9,000. What was that? And then, of course, as discussed previously, we've added the archery range now for 2022 as well. There are other couple minor changes to the capital improvement plan that we've listed there below that weren't additions that were previously on there.
Mr. Becker, your opening statement, did you say come see you if you have questions, or can we ask questions?
If you have questions right now, ask. Otherwise,
Okay.
if you want to ask them later, you want to come see me in my office or communicate by email, phone, whatever that.
Voting equipment, what are we paying $8,000 in 2022 for voting equipment?
So voting equipment, remember that's run by the county, right? I mean, we do it, but it's through the county. And they've informed us they'll be sending an invoice for updated voting equipment of $7,600, so I've given it just a little extra.
Okay,
to the
and
8,000.
and do you know what that equipment is?
My recollection is 11 tablets.
Okay.
Right? Yep.
All right. So just come talk to you if we have more questions.
Sure.
Okay, great, thanks.
Sure. Okay, so any questions on any of that? All right, street construction, we've got street rehab for Brookview South, additions 1 through 4, scheduled for 2022. And we've also got our regularly scheduled pavement management program. The street project funded out of 425 will be paid without state assistance, and we won't be issuing debt. That's one we'll just be paying cash for. Same with 440, we paid that through utility franchise fees, and we pay cash on those. We don't borrow any money for that either. For water and sewer, some of these projects are going to be paid for. Actually, the bulk of both of these projects that are listed on here are going to be paid for with the COVID money. Remember, we would approved using that money for water and sewer infrastructure as allowed by the federal act. So we've got some ideas there. Just before the end of the day today, Matt, Josie, and I did discuss maybe making some tweaks to the plan for the new meter, the radios for the water meters, that we might tweak that plan, condense it, and make it so that when we do actually go in, we're only entering once. Original plan was to change out the radios, then come back a few years later and do the meters. Might decide that it's just a better plan to just do that once, but if we update that, we'll make sure that the council is fully aware and on board with that. Then we've got a lot of lift station pumps that we pulled forward from the schedule to fill out the expenditures on the sewer fund that we'll use the federal money for. Stormwater's got a very brief capital improvement plan for 2022. We just got some basic maintenance, and then we've got 2 brush cutters that we'll replace. Liquor fund is not going to have a capital improvement plan this year. We'll wait until the project is actually completed. Engineer Anklin has got some information that he's supposed to be gathering from me along the way, so that we can get together a good plan for that going forward and understand what warranties we have on the roof and other things like that. So then we've got Fund 614. We've got the technology fund capital budget. The basic rule of thumb on that is all computing devices get replaced every 5 years. And in 2022, we'll queue up to do a new server. The warranty will be up, and so that'll be a good time to take care of that. And that's all I've got.
Good job.
Tried to keep it brief.
Working the magic.
What's that?
Working the magic.
Yeah, and then for the preliminary meeting on the 7th, we'll put out the full detail and make sure that we're being transparent on all that kind of stuff, so that all the residents and all the council members know in full detail what we've got planned over the next 20 years.
Awesome. We don't need a motion or anything on this, we just
This is
an update, so to speak?
This is just me looking for, am I barking up the right tree or not? At this point, we're not really approving anything.
I think you do a good job as always, Mr. Becker, so keep plugging away.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep,
Please
thank
do
you.
a Good job.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Burgley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0, therefore we stand adjourned. That planning commission.